We live in an age of instant gratification, don't we? The car breaks down, you don't need a repairman to come out and fix it. What you need is go down to the parts store, buy a new part, and replace it. It's not about a home-cooked meal. You don't have time for that. It's about that 10-second cookie and that 5-second orgasm, and that's it. And you guys will slave away all fucking day for that. You know, ass have the right to fuck whenever they want. They don't come home too exhausted to do so. I'm sure every one of you understands frustration with people. It's your birthday, you had expectations. Well, lucky me, I never had an expectation of getting laid on my birthday, so I was never disappointed. I'm disappointed in all of you, but I'm not at all from lack of getting my penis touched. I know where it's at, my hands ain't broke. I got a lot of frustration with the number of people who want to keep pushing vagina as a fix-all for everything. Or a pretty meme that they read once, as a fix-all for everything. It's nuts, isn't it? We all get frustrated with people, don't we? Every one of us. Now, the first one I brought up is basically sexual, right? Why? That's what you guys are infatuated with. I'm not interested. That's gross. I don't want to swap snot with nothing. It's disgusting. This lady, she wanted to push me to answer her question. Now, I'm just trying to salvage something in all this. You know, I tried explaining to her my situation, but she was busy wanting to talk over me and promised me she's going to advocate for me and she's going to this and she's going to that. And, you know, some of the stuff to word on, but the toughest part is getting heard. A lot of the conversations, I just post up a little part of it. Now, the thing is, that's because it's the only part of it I can post up. Is it a lot of the conversations? No, it's the ones where it's a fucking hour-long video, and there's something that somebody said, oh, I never said that, I never said that. I'll go through and find 5 or 6 times where they said it all in a row. Make sure that it's all clustered so I can make sure that it's heard, so they can, and how many times have people thrown me away? Because I sent them evidence in their own voice of them saying something to me 5 times in less than 5 minutes. Often enough. People don't like being checked when they're wrong. I am wrong often. You want to check me when I'm wrong? Well, I better be wrong. If you're going to check me and try to play it off like because you said it, it must be true. Shit, they tried doing that in them fucking web sleuth things too. Just you said it don't mean it's true. With every one of these people, there's a very specific process to turn in this shit. I'm sorry, sir. Number 1, I go to a friend or family member and I let them know. Number 2, we turn it in right away. Or I go to a mandated reporter or one of these places that is supposed to have a mandated reporter. I try to tell the mandated reporter what's going on. I explain to them that I do know the legal route, that they are supposed to call social services, and social services is supposed to show up. They try to bypass social services and send me to places like Tillamook Family Counseling. No, social services needs to be fucking involved. But I also need a friend or family member present. Now this lady, she thought she understood, and she kept on interrupting me to say, Sean, you don't need to explain those things to me. I already understand. No, you don't fucking understand. You don't understand the damage that you are going to do to me if you don't follow through with the word that you're telling me. You have no fucking clue what the hell kind of an environment you're about to step into, young lady. She started telling me about her disabilities. Well, that is important. If she's not able to do a whole bunch of stuff that she said she was going to do, first of all, I got to show that she said she was going to do those things. And second of all, I got to show that she didn't. Third of all, for her own sanity, I got to show that it's because of things that were due to no fault of her own. I'm also not going to pretend that the things that she actually did never happened. I will not. If you help me out by getting me temporary tags, I'll admit that. But again, it's one of those situations where you wanted to push a particular type of help. And because you wanted to keep on pushing it instead of focusing on what I needed you to focus on in order to advocate for me, we're in a tough situation. I don't hate any of you. That's the thing. You know, people keep wanting to say stuff like, well, I feel like you're trying to push it all on them. Well, all right, now I am. You're welcome. If you're going to accuse me of doing that, then yes, it's all about you. We will make it all about you, and we will give you all of the blame. Yes, it's all your fault that it happened. I don't mind doing that. There's a lot of people who wanted to claim that shit, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't said that yet, but I'm going to now. That way you can feel better. Do you feel better now that I accused you of that? The thing is, only one thing happened, okay? When you want to argue with me, when the cops say you didn't go to anybody for help, now obviously I went to you for help, and you said you were going to help, 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 right? Only one thing happens. Here's the cops, right? I'm trying to tell on them, but no, I'm having to wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. Well, now it's just hanging here. Now it's not going to do any good. You procrastinated too long. You were too busy talking. You were too busy telling me what to think and what to feel. Too busy telling me that you understood and that I didn't need to repeat it. Too busy telling me that you understand, that you've been through it. Too busy telling me you understand because there was a situation in Texas with your brother. All right. And I did explain to you to the best of my ability while being interrupted that if you weren't able to follow through, that it would screw me. Now, yes, you did say you were sorry when you realized you weren't going to be able to follow through. That's fine. This is a very complicated situation, and I have to do this from inside of my car. My communication skills are shit. The more scared I am, well, the more my communication skills are shit. The more you interrupt me, half the cherry fell off. Fuck it, it's a parking lot. Anyway, I'm trying. I am really trying. When she's trying to goat me into something in texting, like, yeah, I'm frustrated enough that, well, people want to take shit wrong in texting. When people accuse me of attacking them or shit like that in texting, well, fuck. That's stupid. There's certain things I won't do. If you're going to try to intentionally mislead it, saying you were attacked, bitch, I'm fucking hundreds of miles away from most of these people, if not thousands. You want to accuse me of attacking you because I told the truth about you and your character, and I did so freely? I am exercising my First Amendment right, folks. Also, as a disabled and at-risk adult, I do have the right to record 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to keep my person safe. Yeah, that's the way the law is written. My person. That means me. Oh, fuck, my neck hurts. My fucking back hurts. Everything hurts. Anyway, after you've repeatedly interrupted me, and I'm trying to make the best of every situation. I'm trying to make the best of all of them. I am trying to do what it is that you're asking, because you say if I do as you ask, then, well, I've already been through it, and you don't know that, because even though I've explained to you I've been through it, and I'm trying to explain to you the situations that happened. I'm not explaining it to you just to explain to you I've already done it. These are the fucking crimes that were committed against me that I'm trying to turn in. You asked me what happened at the hospital. Let me tell you what happened at the hospital. Let me finish it. When I let her know that right at the very beginning that I record everything, I make sure I recorded everything. I let her know that right from the beginning. She wanted me to answer a question that I couldn't answer. It wasn't a simple yes or no question. I didn't want to get goaded into a situation where I have to try to do something in a way that is not effective communication, where I'm not being heard, where anything that I type will be taken out of context, because in order to explain it, it's going to take me longer than I am capable of doing that. By the time we've texted for fucking 20 minutes, I am so frustrated that I am just fucking rapid firing and fucking sending. Them words are definitely not coming together right. If there's a misspelling in there, I'm not going to catch it. If it changes a word over to another one, I'm not going to catch it. If I accidentally hit 2 or 3 buttons at once, I'm not going to catch it. I'm fucking frustrated. I'm trying to communicate with you. I am being forced to communicate with you in a way that you're going to take everything wrong. And every time you take something wrong, I get more frustrated. When you tell me, hey, you know what, send the evidence to me with a little bit of a description with the videos, I did that. Oh, well, now you have to send it a different way. Okay, I did that. She couldn't watch it either way. Then she wanted me to bridge it by talking to her and telling her what happened. And as soon as I start telling her, she interrupts me again. Let me tell you something. On more than one occasion, I've told her a story of something that literally just happened. Or tried to, and she's interrupting me. And I get that this story is similar to something that happened a few months ago. I get that. That's why I recorded it, to show that they're 2 separate instances. You're making an assumption and you're rolling with it and you're pushing it on me. You're not listening, you're making assumptions, you're pushing things on me, and then you're going to throw it in my face later. This is exactly what I told her I was afraid of, because people keep doing it. It's okay to dip out. But I can't hide the truth. I have to show the truth. The actual truth. So she wants me to send this yes or no thing, right? So I typed to her, you know what? I'll explain it in a message. I'll fucking call you and record it. Okay? I was going to leave a message on her answering machine. Instead, I left one on there's a little thing that I noticed on the side where you can send a voice message. So I did that instead. And right as I pressed send, she sent a message. And I looked at it and she said, well, not to do a voice thing, because that would make her suicidal. Well, I'd already sent it. Like, she pressed the button like half a second before I did. So then, of course, I typed to her, because I don't want her pretending like I had read her message and intentionally done something that she didn't want me to do, even though she definitely read my message and continued to do so, continued to press an issue and create a situation where she could try to entrap me because she could take my words out of fucking context. That's why I recorded all of it, the whole context. And yes, I show how frustrated I am and how my communication skills diminish. If I'm telling you something's wrong and telling you something's wrong, and then I'm too depressed to speak. It's not too depressed, it's too afraid. I'm afraid that if I speak, I'll get talked over. I'm afraid that if I speak, you'll tell me you've heard it before. I'm afraid that if I have people making fake accounts and fucking harassing me, that you're going to tell me you already heard it. You tell me that you'll look at the evidence, but then you make me send it to you. I don't know if you've looked at it or not. There's a couple of videos you verified you watched. There's a whole bunch of them that you said to stop sending to you. It was about 2 o'clock a few days ago, and I haven't been sending a whole bunch. I sent maybe 2 or 3 pieces to show you what's going on now currently. You know, with that guy who was making an account called Sean the Stalker to harass me, yeah, I sent her a screenshot of that. Now I have to sit here and fucking squeeze the screenshot button like 20 or 30 times to get it to finally take a screenshot now. My phone is busted. I don't have the ability to fucking explain all of this shit in texting all at fucking once. And of course, I'm stuck out in public doing this. So she is not comfortable now with being recorded. She definitely wanted to make sure that I didn't send her any videos with evidence that she just kept on repeatedly talking over me. And the thing is, when I'm recording live on the YouTube, I've got like 4 or 5 of them with her on here that are, well, they're private. The reason that they're private is because they have private information. Like my phone number and stuff. Yeah. Or my social security number. There's a reason that it's private. But it is still on YouTube. But then there's also the stuff that I record on my little audio recording device. Where the fuck should I put it? Probably in my pocket. This thing right here. I'm not okay with not recording. And she apparently is now not okay with recording. That's fine. See, people are fine with it until they realize they made a mistake, and then they don't want to hear about it. You better not show them that they screwed up or that it had an effect on you or that you explained to them the effect that it would have on you. You best not be doing that, especially after they said they didn't. Well, then, of course, there's the, well, you slandered me, you slandered me, you slandered me. You asked me not to send you the evidence, so I didn't send it to you. Now you're claiming I slandered you and I have to put it on the internet. Where's the slander? It came out of your mouth. You say, I don't want to argue about it, you know, let's move on. Hold on a second. This is actually pretty important. People keep doing this to me. They keep saying, well, if you do this, if you do that, I promise this, I promise that. Your stuff will be safe, blah, blah, blah. And my stuff isn't safe. Matter of fact, it's in a situation where it's decidedly unsafe. It's not that I trusted her, it's that I didn't have much of a choice, now did I? Except just take the abuse. Have hope or take the abuse. Hope. Hope. Now when she explains to me her disabilities, I try to understand those, all right? And I have explained that. Many of the mistakes that she's making, it comes down to her disabilities, which I try to understand. There's also my disabilities, and I will make mistakes because of my disabilities. We all make mistakes, whether we're disabled or not, though. We make mistakes. It's easier to not make mistakes when you're informed. When you're not informed, or you were improperly informed, or you were given wrong information, or you make a bad assumption, that one right there is a fucking killer. A lot of people are dead over my friends making assumptions. Now, this lady promised that what's going on right now, this very issue that we're having, she promised me that this would not happen. When it started happening, what did I do? I curled up into a ball and I backed off. I got quiet and started trying to find another way to do things. The promises that she has made have harmed me in the long run and in the short run because she didn't keep her word. It just cost me a month of my life, and now I don't even have a safe place for my stuff. It's a longer ways out there to travel to go to my stuff and come back, and I don't feel comfortable going there if she's not there now. I also don't have anywhere to put my stuff. There isn't room in my vehicle or on my vehicle for all my stuff. There's also she promised to do the insurance, or not the insurance, but my plates and tags. Today's the day. After today, it's going to be illegal again. So I was trying to remind her about the DMV, and she wanted to change the subject and make it about, I have to tell her yes or no. It's a simple yes or no question. Well, it wasn't a simple yes or no question because you asked two questions. One of them you assumed is a yes or no. The other one, you asked for the explanation of it. Now, one of the problems is that I'm explaining situations that have happened that are frustrating, that are roadblocks. She's taken that as me blaming her. No. The situation happened. It's not about blame. Let's get past the blame thing, or I am going to blame you. It's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay to cover it up, especially at someone else's expense, especially when your mistake is so costly for that person. Natalie Bollinger made a mistake. It was very costly. Now, this lady here, I did explain in that little thing about that. Hey, it's not a yes or no question that you asked me, and you did ask me two of them. I am really just trying hard with this lady. Hard to not get completely screwed. To have my stuff over a tantrum thrown into the dumpster, and she says, well, you can get it out of the dumpster. And then I go there to get it out of the dumpster and get arrested for digging through the dumpster. Yeah, I'm trying not to have an issue like that. I'm hoping that she's not like that. She has been very nice. But here I am, days in a row, waiting. When she asked to reschedule, I understand. But she's not understanding me. By the time she finally realized what a fucked up situation it was with Natalie, and how her brother getting shot by the police versus the hell that I'm going through being accused of all sorts of fucking creepy shit, yeah, it's not the same. And I understand why she wants to dip out. That's why I wanted her to take a look before I invested in believing her. She swore up and down, over and over. Sean, if you do this, then I'll do this. I keep my word, she doesn't keep hers. That's not to say she didn't keep her word on some things, but she didn't keep her word on the important things. These are extremely important. And instead of doing them the way that they need to be done, she's going out of her way not to do it that way. Then, of course, there's the phone calls. When they do something illegal and you record it, you have a recording of them doing something illegal. All right? When they're trying to fucking ignore you while you're trying to fucking turn something in and you've got it recorded, you've got a lot more legal resource than your word versus theirs. If Sammy Leon Lawrence IV had not been video recorded, nobody would have given a fuck. That's what I was trying to explain. Hey, all this shit you're telling me won't work. I give you examples of where it worked and you make excuses. Then my predators hurt more people. And I show you, hey, that officer who hurt me just hurt someone else. Please help. Anyway, Vicky sent me a message, and it looks like she's not going to be able to show up today. Hopefully tomorrow. Hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. So I've been waiting in my car, right? I make sure that I got everything ready. She typed she's not going to make it today, hopefully tomorrow. Well, that just means that my tags are going to be illegal when I go up there again. Yay. See, I got everything all prepared. I brought it all out here so that I'd be ready, so that it was all... Fuck. And that's why I gotta post shit in public. Yeah, when it comes to keeping your end of the bargain, you're just gonna fucking procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate until it's too late, and then you're gonna say you tried. Fuck it.